Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to properly prepare a wall for painting. But first, I did want to read to you the PCA, which used to be the PDCA, Painters and Contractors Association. Their industry standards are really a go-to for any painting contractor. You should know your standards. I'm going to read probably the most important one to you, just because I want to make sure I get every word into it. And it is standard P1, a properly painted surface. So our standard is a properly painted surface. I'm going to read theirs and I'm going to give it to you in a summary. So the painting and decorating contractor will produce a properly painted surface. A properly painted surface is defined as uniform in appearance, color, texture, hiding, and sheen. It's also free of foreign materials, lumps, skins, runs, sags, holidays, misses, or insufficient coverage. It's also free of drips, spatters, spills, or overspray caused by the painting and decorating contractor. So remember that, you're not fixing other people's work. In order to determine whether a surface has been properly painted, it shall be examined without magnification at a distance of 39 inches or 1 meter or more, under finished lighting conditions and from a normal viewing position. So what that means basically, and what we tell all our customers, is you stand in the middle of the room. I'm in the room right now, it's a bedroom. This is what we're looking at. I have normal lighting conditions. This room has no light in it. This is their light. You're gonna have lamps and things in here. You're not gonna bring a halogen light into this room, and it's not gonna be examined with a halogen light. If you start seeing your customers do that, you do have to have a conversation with them. So I'm looking around the room. This room has just been painted, and I do see some things you can see down here. And we're gonna go through these. I prefer to paint the room first, do as much spackle work as I possibly can. But if I miss things, I miss things. So we're just gonna go through that again. But we're not looking all over the place. You know, we're not down on the floor, looking down here at things like that. We're not gonna do that. That's not a normal viewing position. And we're not using any magnification. We're not using a halogen light. And again, we're in the middle of the room. So you'll see some customers who are going to come through and start looking down the side of the wall and touching the wall. That's not a standard for the painting industry. If that's something that you promise people, you have to make sure that you go over it on the estimate, as well as a general spackling that I'm going to explain to you in a second. Okay, so general spackling, that's what we do at Ryan Amato Painting. We do a general spackling. I don't promise too much. We wanna lower expectations as much as possible, and then deliver a little more than that when we start the job. And here's the reason we do general spackling: is we want to hit a certain budget for people. If I came into this room right here and make these walls look perfect, well, it's going to cost money. Just because we have to do extra spackling doesn't mean that we do it for free. So again, I'm in the middle of the room and I'm seeing what I see. So we're going to hit dings and dents. I can see some down here. I'm seeing holes in the wall. Now I see runs and sags from the previous painter. So now we're not just gonna say, oh, we're not taking care of that, but we're gonna try to sand it out, but it might be impossible. If we can't do that, that is something that was created from the last painter. We'll do the best we can. Hopefully they were discussed at the estimate, and we're either gonna take care of them or we're not gonna take care of them. On the pre-job walkthrough before the job starts, I'm going to point these things out to people and tell them if I can take care of this or not. Because you can see, this is a commercial building that I'm in right now. The stipple, the texture, is a little high for a normal paint job. There's no way you're going to get rid of that under a normal repaint job. And it's not going to be taken care of with general spackling. General spackling is going to be perfect for a repaint. It's not going to be perfect for the person who's very picky or wants a perfect wall. Because remember, there is no perfect. We've been through this in other videos. So this wall to me is good. I see some things down here that we're going to take care of. Right there. There's some dings and dents. You're going to get a majority of them, but you're not going to get every one. As long as you know that, and you're going to be fine with a typical color change and a repaint, and you know you're going to have some highs and lows, some dings and dents still in the wall, because you're not going to be able to capture every little ding and dent. Trust me. You can look at the wall all the time, and I'm going to find more dings and dents that were there that I don't see. when the painters leave and you look at the house at night and the light changes, you're gonna see more dings and dents and imperfections. We're not able to get every little thing that's on the wall, but we can definitely give you a good job for your budget. So we're trying to pull these as tight as we can. I don't want to put a big lump of spackle on the wall because the more I do that, the more sanding I have to do. So we're just holding our knife, it should bend, and we're pulling it tight. Probably I should not have to sand that. Let it dry real quick and we're going to spot prime. And then hit them with the finish. This is a flat paint, so I'm going to use the actual finish paint to prime. I don't recommend that for eggshell or anything with a sheen. Sometimes you see it down the wall, especially with that window standing right behind me. It's going to shine right down this wall and show you every imperfection again. And there you have it. That's general spackling. That was all I would do in this room. And we'll be good to go.